good. We got a second.
Good evening. I'm Grace with Desert Rocks Film and Music Event. I'm here with Katie Schwartz and Rosie Darch. They produced the film 25 and Counting. And I'm going to pass the mic to them so they can share a little bit about their film they produced. It's pretty hilarious. Hold on a second.
Thank you. Thank you. We thought it was pretty hilarious, but it's nice to know that other people do also. So I guess we could just tell you how it started, or
What inspired you to take this film?
how about you wanna take this, Rose?
Why not? So, 25 and Counting sort of started by accident. Not something I normally do is text friends drunk from a bathroom floor, but this happened for a weird coincidence for whatever reason.
And luckily, I was the recipient of this unfortunate text message.
So I said, what do I do? And Katie took it as a joke and decided to write a script out of it. And she wrote this little short and sent it to me later. And I read it like, what am I reading? You know, I'm kidding. And we decided that it was a really funny incident that turned into a really funny scene. And we kept sort of expanding it and decided this could be a pilot. And we have a million other stories. And Katie has some awkward dating stories that we can definitely make into a series. And why haven't we done this yet after all this time?
Yeah, I think Rosie described it pretty good, that like she had to crack the whip on me because I'm just I'm super nice, and I'm like, oh, it's okay. And
I'm
Rosie's
nice.
like, she's nice, but she's
I'm
like,
nice. God.
but she's like, no, we're in charge, and we are, and like,
and like Katie said, she's an actor, and so I'm an actor too, but I've been much more focused on the writing, and she's used to like, okay, stand here, okay, you do this, okay, you do that, whereas not cracking the whip. So doing that for the first time, I'll take that. I kind of had to step in and do that a few times. You know, we are working with our friends, and we're working with people volunteering their time, part of it. But you don't want to yell at somebody who's doing something for free. But if you're doing something wrong, or you're standing in the way, and it's like, guys, we really got to be quiet.
yeah.
I don't want to be the person to offend anybody, but we had to. And it was and nobody cared. Nobody minded. Everybody's like, that's how a set is run. You're the boss. You hired us. It's totally fine. And so we kind of learned in that regard. Great learning experience, though, because the projects that we're working on since then, of course, we're still writing other episodes, but things that we're filming, shorts and whatnot, we have more say, and we know we can actually say what we think. And
we're way more
need to.
comfortable now being producers. Now we're like, we're the producers.
We're the boss, sorry. But in the nicest way possible.
Right. So in my personal opinion, I would say that it's amazing to work with your friends.
Absolutely.
Do you want to say that?
Absolutely.
And like, it's
so
it's just become such it means so much to us because everybody who's part of it means so much to us, and everyone just was so in love with each other that it was amazing to work and just hang out with your friends and make amazing films. So I think that any advice I would have for anyone who wants to get started is make your own stuff.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Like,
we were told way too late to make our own stuff, and we had been doing that, but just for our own purposes, not for, bigger audiences. And we were like, no, we can't do that. That's what the big guys do. Like they hire us.
Right.
No, we can hire ourselves, and we can hire our friends, and we can make a really great project, and we have.
And we don't have to, I'm sorry. And we don't have to wait around like, oh, I'm going to sit home and wait for my agent to call. Like, no way. I'm going to write a character that I want to play. I'm going to call my best friend. I'm going to write a character she wants to play. And we're going to get our friends and we're just going to play and have an amazing time.
It turns out the best when you do that, when you just play and you're playing with the things you love. Like, that ends up being the most beautiful project and the most fun to work on.
We're so happy that you made it out here. We appreciate you both, Rosie, Katie, for joining us, for submitting your film, and I want to share with the audience, it's amazing, the films that we have here, and theirs is hilarious. You really need to come here next year. Don't miss out. These girls are awesome, and they're young, and I'm like, you guys are beautiful, and you did an amazing job.
Thank
you. Thank you
Thank you
so
for
much. I
having
appreciate
us.
it.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having us.
So much.
You're welcome.